Hello and welcome to Drinking Irish. I'm Emmett Ryan and I have an apology to make right from the off. Two, in fact. The first is to you all for not getting this week's list up yesterday, which was the plan. I'll be honest, I had a bed day. I took it really easy. Then just got the video out. I didn't even think of putting the list up, so sorry about that. But the other apology is to the provider of tonight's beer. Well, I bought it, but like the guy who made it, Sam Black, because Sam is great. And the beer I'm going to drink tonight is also great. But it's what I'm drinking it out of that he's going to be upset about. Because most of my plain glasses just, various reasons, need to still clean them, wash them. And I'm drinking out of a Dublin themed glass. So I'm really sorry, Sam, because of course blacks are based in Kinsale. So here, far more importantly, is the beer. Black's Black IPA. And this is absolutely gorgeous. It's just, it does things for me. And gonna pop it here because after yesterday's explosion, I decided to stop taking any freaking chances of getting beer near my computer. I know, crazy. Well, you know, explosions of beer near my computer. I will still drink while I'm using the computer, I must admit that. But yeah, no, this is pouring lovely, and it's a great beer. Sam can tell you exactly when it was first done. I can't. I know it's on the block a few years now. This is like one of the core range from Blacks. And we have, it's not the only blacks we're going to do in the series, as in, obviously we're going to be doing multiple beers from different breweries as we go along, the way this is lockdown's going. But we have another one lined up for a couple of weeks from now as well. And just seeing, what's he saying here now on it? It ambushes your sensors. It looks like dark and heavy, but it tastes light and hoppy. I don't recall it tasting all that light from the last time, but okie dokie, sure, we'll find out. I kind of liked the heaviness and the flavour from what I recall. Just gotta let that settle because I've a little bit of an Emmett head, but in fairness, I've poured much worse heads on most beers in this series. We just have a drain left here, so let's just get that out. Get that little drain out there. I hope you all had a great bank holiday Monday. I took it quite easy. Had a nice walk and made a large breakfast. Well, I thought it was a normal sized breakfast. Somebody, I shared it with a friend online, and they were thinking, "Oh, that's going to feed you for the day." I was thinking, "Well, I'm a big boy, so let's have a sniff here." Okay, yeah. In fairness, it does actually smell a bit lighter than I recall. Oh, but there's that coffee, right in around the side of my mouth here. But you know, I'm starting to see why Sam, because actually the body is actually quite gentle. It's the flavours that I recall being quite oomph rather than the actual body. That's interesting. Sam, it turns out you know more about the beer you make than I do. There's a teentiest bit of chocolate, which is actually bouncing off the coffee, so the coffee isn't overpowering, but it's mostly coffee I'm getting from this. Black IPAs kind of came into vogue there a few years ago, and I thought, great idea. And so, let's give these a go, and I've really liked them since. There aren't too many of them on the Irish market. There's still a few, like, you know. But it's a style I like, because it has this lovely little blend to it. Now, when you drink this is not a summer beer in my book. Now, some of you are going to argue that, but it's, even with the body not being as heavy as I remember, the flavour is so powerful. You gotta have something that can handle it if you're going to eat anything with it. Like, if I'm going to eat with this, it's going to be a very chocolatey dessert. Like, you know, even a steak with all the sauce, you know, not going to cut it. I don't even know where I was going with that voice. But, like, personally, I think it's best standalone. Like, I think after you've had a dinner, it's 5%, so it's not crazy strong. It's perfectly safe for midweek on a school night. And yeah, I know, it's like, because that flavour is still hanging. I've only had like 2-3 sips, and it's been a few seconds, and it's still hanging around the side of my mouth. This is a beer you contemplate. This is a beer you can take your time with. So if you're thinking about after dinner, you're just trying to chill, watch some Netflix, maybe watch some football if there's sports still on. Although, you know, there's the Stay Intertoto Cup. If you look up that, it's Stay Intertoto, if you recall that, which is a Twitch streaming for all of us fellow nerds out there. But it's involving real footballers playing each other at FIFA. And UCD beat Nottingham Forest today 8-1 in a computer game. So I'm delighted. Well, hey, Liam Kerrigan, big UCD fan for those of you who don't know in football. So he's off to a good start in his group. I don't actually know when his next game is, but if you look for that, it's great. And this is a good thing to drink along while watching. Although the games are only 6 minutes a half, this was going to last a lot more than one game, I'd say. But beyond that, back to the beer, you know, the reason you're actually tuned in. And yeah, no, this is, I'd forgotten actually, one, how actual low the ABV is. At 5, it's much more gentle. I thought it was another half click on, which is still not that bad, but it's the pause for thought midweek if you're like me with my job. Yeah, no, it's, I don't even think about it, it's actually, it's the same strength as Viet Now, which is my go-to pint. But Viet Now, I will drink a lot faster than I would drink this. Like you can see, I'm taking it a bit slow on this one, and I've had a pretty calm day. Wasn't hanging this morning, and you know, like I said, had me walk, had me big breakfast, had a low quality but sufficient dinner, and yeah, no, I'm still taking it gentle. I'm really liking it. It's just I want to let every bit of the flavour stay about and do its thing, and I don't want to waste it. I don't want to just go, hey, it's so great. No, because there's so much going on. So Sam, sorry about the choice of glass, because obviously proud man in Kinsale. He's Irish now in my book, Sam. Yeah, listen, this is a great beer. It's worth trying out. Blacks of Kinsale is the brewery. Look them up online. Be sure to order. My first 2 boxes are coming in this week. One order from Art Keen and one order from Craft Central. So looking forward to seeing those. That's it's a bit of combo. So there's some is to add breweries we haven't done before in this. I haven't done Royal We, you know me. And some is to get some beers which are kind of harder to find but happen to be online to buy. How I rotate those in is going to be a thing I decide during this week once they arrive, because I haven't decided next week's schedule will be on Monday yet. That schedule will be below, by the way, in the description here. And yeah, it's like, because I obviously, if they're limited editions, I want to make sure I've drank them on here in time for you to have a chance to buy them. And so I'd say the limited edition ones might get accelerated forward a little bit in terms of when they're drank. But there's some absolute belters in the way. Like Friday's beer, ooh, I'm glad I got no plans on Saturday. Put it that way. Alrighty, listen, y'all look after yourselves, y'all be good. Keep drinking Irish, that's why we're doing this, to make sure we support our local breweries during all this nonsense. And sláinte.